The mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. Plutarch. In this part of the journey, the Hierophant shows up as an educator and spiritual leader. In the last video, we met the Emperor, who invited us to show up and create order, structure, and stability. He asked us to enforce boundaries and to step into authority. Now, the Hierophant challenges us to embody our highest selves through learning, especially learning that relates to spiritual matters. If the Emperor symbolizes the masculine through authority and order, the Hierophant brings together body and soul, tradition and transcendence. Our hero now encounters the Hierophant. She's moving from the more external-oriented world of the Emperor to a more internal-facing world, where she's learning about spirituality and more esoteric arts. This marks a shift in the hero's journey. She's moving from a more earthly experience to wisdom that is more universal and unseen. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the Hierophant is number 5. This number represents the bridge between heaven and earth. It also suggests change, guided by structure. Starting in the 17th century, tarot decks began using the Hierophant instead of the Pope. Yes, it used to be called the Pope. The reason was to move away from more traditional religious symbology into the more spiritual and more inclusive term. The word Hierophant comes from Greek, meaning one who reveals sacred things. And though the name shifted, you can still see the religious symbolism prevalent on the card. The Hierophant sits in his papal throne with his red cloak. It symbolizes vital energy, the energy required to teach, learn, unify, and build bridges, building the bridges between heaven and earth. He is flanked by 2 pillars, suggesting stability through tradition and balance between the mundane and the more spiritual aspects of life. The 3-cross scepter represents the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. I like to see these as earth, fire, and air, different elements that hold us together through collective wisdom. The roses symbolize love and devotion. The lilies represent purity and spiritual intention. On the Rider-Waite-Smith card, the Pope's crown forms a 3-tiered shape, echoing the Trinity, the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. It reinforces that idea of layered spiritual authority. My crown here has a triangle shape, echoing the same meaning. The crossed keys behind me are said to symbolize the keys to heaven. In a broader, less religious sense, they represent access, uniting the physical world with spiritual understanding. His hand is raised in blessing. Some fingers are hidden while others remain visible. This reminds us that on the spiritual path, some truths are revealed immediately while others remain hidden. They unfold and are revealed with time and readiness. The Hierophant teaches us to embrace lifelong learning and curiosity about all things. This includes not only formal education, but through spiritual study as well. He invites us to evolve and keep learning through the tools that are still available to us, always. Mentors, sacred texts, courses, teachings, lived experience, they all count. And of course, he encourages morality, humility, and integrity. This is a reminder to stay open to teachings and ideas that may very well challenge what we already believe. There's a saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. For sure, that captures the energy of the Hierophant. And of course, the Hierophant asks you to remain open to different spiritual experiences and to the teachings that they bestow upon you. He may appear when you're becoming a teacher yourself. And that could be in a classroom, a traditional classroom. It could be through courses or through teaching in video form. It could also be sharing wisdom in your own special way. This card is often a green light to proceed. Support will appear as you go. And along that journey, he calls for honesty, unity, communication, and understanding. He reminds you to seek knowledge that allows you to become a higher version of yourself. I've been learning the tarot for over a decade. In more recent years, I felt a much stronger pull to share it with others. Tarot has helped me immensely. It has always given me the messages that I needed to hear right when I needed to hear them. I kept thinking, if it's helped me this much, I know it will help others. That's when the Hierophant started to appear in my readings. Around that time, that's when I enrolled in a Psychic Tarot certification course in 2023. It took me over a year to complete it because I sat with it for months, let my intuition guide me, let my intuition build as I worked with the cards. I moved slowly and intentionally. I learned traditional meanings even as I learned to let my intuition guide me. Once I made that commitment, I felt incredibly supported by my spouse, my good friends, my community. All of these people encouraged me to share my love and wisdom. And each time I had questions, a resource would appear, whether it was a new course, a book, a saying, a teacher, something would come across my path to help me further my journey. This journey allowed me to express all my multi-passionate gifts as well. Art, crafts, music, sound, videography, writing, editing, putting all of it together. Everything could come together under one umbrella. And my heart overflows with gratitude as I continue to build on my spiritual skills and understanding. The Hierophant connects most closely with the causal vortex chakra. It's a minor chakra. If you don't know a whole lot about it, it actually sits above your crown chakra. It's also known as the fourth eye. The causal vortex helps you to tap into universal knowledge. This chakra is a storehouse for knowledge of what our soul has learned both in the past, continues to learn, and will learn in the future. It all meshes together. And though it's a minor chakra, it still allows us to tap into our soul's journey. That information, when we can glean insight from it, can inform our decisions that we make in the present, in the moment. And of course, the Hierophant connects with the root chakra, the crown chakra, and the throat chakra. If you look at the colors on the card, you'll see references to all those chakras. The red on the card connects to the root chakra for tradition, rooting, grounding, understanding. And of course, you have the crown chakra for that connection to the divine and universal truth. But also, using that voice to teach and disseminate, share that knowledge touches on the throat chakra. And so all three can be seen and touched on in this card. Thus, the Hierophant represents education, teaching, unity, and communication. To support your own tarot journey, I have created a cheat sheet that you can download using the link below. They're short meanings allowing you to learn the tarot a little bit more quickly until your intuition can take over. And if you're standing at your own threshold in this life, a tarot reading can offer clarity. That link is below as well. Tell me in the comments, when has the Hierophant shown up for you? And remember, what you are ready to learn will find you.